All right, we're just outside of Wellington Lake, near the area on that map that I pointed to in the museum that I said we were going to. And we're up found a little side trail. It's more of a game trail. And walked in a couple hundred yards. Already seeing a pretty interesting little structure here. Definitely somebody or something leaning these all together. There's no way that occurred naturally. Let's see. There. That's a good sign. All right, we're going to head up to the top of this little hill here and send up the drone. Oh, wow, a lot of animal tracks. But yeah, so I'm going to send up the drone here in a minute. Take a look around this area, get our bearings, and see what we see. All right, it's a pretty well used little game trail here. So we'll follow this up to, man, it is spooky back in here. Yeah, this is definitely a well-used game trail. Looks to be a good little sunny kind of summit spot up here. Lots of flat spots on the ground. Nothing really identifiable, but looks like some heavy animals have come through here. Let's see. This is steep, guys. Doesn't look very steep on camera, I'm sure, but this is not easy going. We're probably around 9,500 feet or so right now. All right, this looks like a good little spot. Let's check it out. Some good signs of predator activity. It's like a vertebra of a larger animal, definitely probably a deer. But there's definitely predators in the area. Just keep heading up to some of these rocky outcrops and poke around. More signs of predators out here. Got the spine and looks like the hip socket of a small deer. Leo, no, don't eat that. Yeah, let's see what else we can find out here. So we're gonna head up this kind of steep ridge area toward where I took the drone to and saw some interesting spots, some kind of clearings up there on top of this little ridge area. So we're gonna head up there and check it out and see what else we can find out here. A couple interesting tree lanes interrupting some game trails here. A couple other leaners up here. Lots of tracks. Lots of deer sign all back up in here. Oh man, I've got a feeling about down there. Let's go check that out. Oh wow. Got a track here. Looks like it could be a mountain lion track or something. Bear track maybe. Yeah, I'll take a closer look at that here. What else? Yeah, kind of down in this area here, there's a burned out old tree. It's marked from Colorado Bigfoot. It's probably one of their totems. But some other leaners over here. It's kind of woven between two trees. Did not grow there. Sorry, there we go. And I got this other one that's up off the ground almost entirely. Yeah, this seems like a little area where something might hang out. I'm looking really hard for any prints, tracks. Brought the plaster with us today, so if I see anything, we'll try and cast it. So far, mostly small elk tracks, deer tracks, that is. There's a lot more back here. Let's go check this out. So what do you think? Should we put the trail camera out here?
Yes.
It's a 10-4. Not that I expect to catch one of these things on a trail camera, but I'd like to see what other animals are out here and in what abundance. So I'm gonna find an ideal spot. I think I've got a good spot that'll look down into this kind of dry creek bed area. So let's get this thing set up here. Just about to set up the game camera. I noticed this log has been smashed down between these two trees. It probably didn't even fit in there. It didn't grow there. There's no root system there. So something placed this between those.
I mean, this is crazy.
Two trees. Yeah, there's a lot of definitely kind of piled stick structures, and a lot of these being just kind of balanced off the ground. There's a trident, as Mark would refer to it. That's pretty wild. See that right here? But yeah, that's a big trident, and that did not grow there either. It's a pretty interesting spot. All right, let's get this. Oh.
I think Leo's eating things. Come here, Leo. Come. Oh my gosh. I see the hawk all perched up. There's 2 of them, I think. There he is. There he is, the flopper.
All right, so came up on what looks like a smaller track, but you can see the heel here inside of the right foot, toes, and then the outside of the right foot there. I don't see a left print up here anywhere, although actually right here, there's another kind of the heel. You can kind of see. Let's see if we can find anything else. Does he smell?
Something right there.
Does he smell something up there?
Yeah.
Let's go check it out. What'd you find, bud? Oh, what?
Some big bird.
Oh.
What is it, bud?
I mean, look at all these logs just all lined up here. None of these grew here. These are all placed here.
This wasn't like in there and fell over.
No.
Right? Like, that's not how that would work, I don't think.
Yeah.
Look at, he is like smelling stuff.
Something's
He was up on here.
Yeah, something's manipulated a lot of these trees over here. I have a good feeling that we might be able to find some tracks, so we're gonna keep looking. Yep. Pretty quiet out here just now. What'd you find? Yeah, I mean, this looks like something was sitting down there. It's a little rest area.
Maybe the left foot.
That sure does look like a left foot here. Outline it again with your hand, with your finger. Yeah, because that's a bigger track too. I mean, that's about the size of my. Huh?
Is that one right here?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it looks to be. I mean, geez. Sure does look like one. Not in an area where we could cast it, unfortunately, but.
What kind of area does it have to be?
Well, we need a flatter ground because it would spill right off of there. So I need more of an imprint, but yeah, let's keep going. See, there's a bed down area there, one right here as well that obviously could be deer, very likely. We're getting up to that area now. We took the drone too. It looked interesting. So, let's see what other structures or anything else up here. A lot of big pile of scat here. Some older bear poop. Oh yeah, this area is another kind of bed down area. Let's see if there's any good tracks around here. Oh man. Yeah, this would be a great kind of blind or ambush area for a predator. You can see a lot of movement through here. Wouldn't be surprised if they pushed this over to create a blind here. You can see anything coming up from below. Some big elk turds. We got some more. Looks like maybe bear scat. A lot of activity up here. Not hardly any signs of human. Yeah, something. I don't know why, but that would have been knocked over. There's nothing falling on top of it. So strange, but all right. Let's see any impressions here. Some tracks, but it looks like more smaller game. Bear scat. A lot of bears out here. Let's go check that out. Prints before we walk in here. Some deer and elk tracks.
That's not normal.
This is interesting. It's like rocks surrounding this tree. That is very weird. The tree probably grew here, but then there's looks like it grew over these rocks, yeah. And then when it fell over, the rocks came with it. It's pretty wild. All right. Let's head.
Dude, I don't even know if I've been this like close.
Man, this hawk just keeps. There's two hawks that are circling us. They're looking right at us. Wow. They're thinking Leo might be a snack. I don't think they're gonna take out a 70-pound dog, but let me see if I can film this hawk. It's just flying right over us. It's huge. It keeps circling us. Let me see. It'll come back over us again.
Leo.
There's two of them perched up right directly ahead. Top of that dead tree. Leo, come here. Leo!
What does that smell? There's something over here.
Something's dead over here. Oh, wow. That is a very pungent smell. Oh, wow. Yeah, that smells like.
Okay, Leo's gonna find it.
Leo. Oh, that's fresh. Fresh poop. I don't know what made that. It's like horse poop. But
Ew.
there's no horses out here.
Ew.
This is a ton of fresh shit. That must be a big bear. And that is fresh, so that might be our sign to get the F up out of here. I don't see like bear prints though, or like, that was weird. So there was up to 3 hawks perched in that tree, all above what smelled like, it's a dead animal, but all we could find was some fresh scat, but it was massive amount. I mean, larger than any amount of bear shit that I've seen at one time. And it was fresh, super fresh, but I didn't see any bear tracks anywhere. Although there has been a lot of other like dried out old bear poop, but that was a brutal smell. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit here and just see if anything else decides to visit us, but keep an eye out for bears and see if we can find any more tracks in the area. All right, so we've got a interesting find here. Looks like we've got a giant mushroom in a tree, about 5 feet up in a tree.
Just placed there.
Just placed there. I mean,
For sure.
no.
There's no way.
Nothing else. I mean, look at how that's placed. Like, it's tucked in there. That's not by accident.
Whoa. Does
Like
the
that
mushroom
is-
smell like this, or what is
Ooh.
that?
Maybe.
Ugh, I do
But,
not like that smell.
I don't know how that could have gotten up there. There's no teeth marks on it at all, so a deer didn't pick it and fling it.
Really?
That's wild. That's either a person did that for some reason, but it's relatively fresh. I mean, that's within 2 weeks. So more strangeness out here. I love it. Oh wow, there's some big impressions over here. Babe, check out this little... Babe, check out this trackway here. Coming from that direction, do you see anything?
Yeah.
I don't see anything with toes, but they're large. I mean, that's a large impression here. Nothing distinguishable, but something big is making impressions in the ground out here. See if there's anything else down here. Very cool area. We will be returning here again, I am certain. It's just another series of fallen trees that have been placed that did not grow there, lined up along each other, balanced up off the ground, woven between other sticks down in there. I mean, kind of hard to imagine why a person would do anything like that. Not impossible, I guess, that nature could have carried that down here, but beats me. Some more stuff back up in there on that steep hill. Awesome. So that was a pretty cool area, again, outside of Wellington Lake, which is near Pine, Colorado, not too far from the Sasquatch Outpost. And yeah, Taylor got super nauseous while we were out there, really sick to her stomach. So high, heavy strangeness out there today, with some real pungent smells, some weird poop, definitely weird tree structures, a mushroom in a tree. So yeah, I think that we'll come back and get that trail camera in a couple weeks and see if get any action on there, but keep that spot in our back pocket to revisit throughout the seasons and see what's out there.